Baltimore, Baltimore. Bitch, I'm reppin' Baltimore. Young street nigga, dope boy. I come from Baltimore, Baltimore, Baltimore. Young niggas be shining on them dirt bikes. We be wildin', sellin' scramble out the houses. About to hit the block, you know it's trapping time. Gotta watch what I say, cause they might tap the line.
Welcome back for another episode of Keep It G Podcast. This is episode 22. You feel me? I got an all-star cast going on right now, man. So we doing this shit a little bit different because it's a sensitive topic. And the name of today's show is Did Child Support Fracture the Relationship Between the Black Man and Black Woman? You feel me? That's tough. So you know how I do when I first start off. I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves and let them know what let them tell y'all what they into and what they got going on, their social medias and all that before then we're gonna get into it. Who wanna go first?
Ladies first, always.
I can go first. My name is Shamika. My podcast is Talk Your Shit Sis on streaming on all platforms. Basically, my podcast is about highlighting people in the Black community for their successes and then also changing the stigma on mental health and how it's looked at in the community. Yeah, and my Instagram is Talk Your Shit Sis with 2 S.
Talk your shit, sis. CL, let them know what's up, man.
All right, talk your shit, sis. I love it. She said 2 motherfucking S's. So your shit like,
yeah.
I like that. Okay, sizzling. Well, I'm CL. I'm the hostess with the motherfucking mostest from Pussy Talks. I'm on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram at PUSS space CEE space TALKS. Hit me up. We're gonna talk about what the fuck I want to talk about. Do we gonna do, baby? Back to you, player.
Messiah KCK. Messiah KCK on Instagram, Messiah KCK on TikTok. I do a lot of different things, rap, party, host, podcast, a lot of different things. So if you go to my social media, you'll find out what you like that I do and rock with that.
Yeah, follow all of them, man. Y'all doing big things. So look, man, we here today, man, on some real shit, man. The child support fracture relationship between the Black man and the Black woman. But before anybody talk, I want to give people a brief overlay on this child support shit. So the name of the system is called Child Support Enforcement. I don't know if a lot of people knew that. You feel me? That's the name of the system. It started in 1965. You feel me? And yo, a lot of people I know, because this has made me speak on it, a lot of people I know, man, has been struggling with this system, man. And it's a big debate, yo, about how much did this affect our community. You see what I mean? And that's why I wanted to bring everybody together. I want people from all different walks of life. And, you know, we going to get to the bottom of this shit, man, and try to figure this shit out. I don't want it to be no argument, even though I know things can get tense. You feel me? When you're dealing with shit like this, but we're gonna try to wheel it in and do it the right way. So I'm gonna say this. CL, how do you feel about child support?
Don't ask. Why you gonna ask me first? But
yeah,
since you brought up,
how you feel about it?
I honestly feel like, well, for me, I live in Georgia. I couldn't get a divorce from my ex-husband without having a child support agreement between me and him. I only got 1 kid, but when it came to the separation, you know, when you have a 2-family household, that means you got 2 incomes. So everything is getting taken care of. So when I was single and he was single, I was taking care of everything on my own. And my issue with it is, it doesn't have to be enforced as you say it, as long as you keep your word. If you tell me you're going to give me $200 a week, make sure you do that so that way we can be good. But when you don't do it, that's when enforcement comes into play and they hold you accountable. I don't personally like white people in my business, although I identify as a strong white woman. I feel like we could work it out, but when you don't want to hold yourself accountable, we've still got to figure shit out. Because guess what? That baby still got to eat and need shit. My opinion on child support is only necessary when you're not holding your word as a man. And at the end of the day, when they put your ass in the ground, all you ever had was your word. That's my opinion.
So when you filed a divorce, they told you this was something that you had to do, like it was like a part of the deal or something?
Yeah, you have to. In the state of Georgia and most states, you have to agree on, if you keep the child, whether it's man or woman, you have to agree on what portion the other person is going to contribute to the support of the child. Now, I didn't have to put him on enforcement. The reason why he went on enforcement was because he wasn't doing his part. We agreed to X amount, but you weren't paying it. So I had to get a third party involved so I can get what I needed to take care of my kid. My child came from over $100,000 household, so I needed your support so he can maintain his lifestyle as well. But you didn't want to do it, so I had to get assistance. It wasn't that I was trying to personally be malicious, but you also need to do your part, if that makes sense.
Mm. So Shamika, you coming from a different, you from the Virgin Islands, right? So you might got a whole different aspect on, things might run. That's for the United States though, right?
It's a U.S. territory, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So how you feel about just the overall aspect of child support and, what it,
honestly, I feel like child support, well, like basically what she said, it don't have to be where you get involved and you have to pay and take money out your check and all of that. And I don't have kids, so I don't know how it is with, stuff like that. But I feel like if you being active and participating and doing your part, giving enough to provide a life for them, then really your child support ain't needed. But if you ain't sticking to what you say you're gonna stick by, then that's when it's like, all right, you're not doing your part and I'm taking a load. It takes 2 to raise a child. So
Sorry. How you feel, baby?
Nah. I mean, everybody's situation is different, right? No, I don't think it's needed. Because in the end, if the guy doesn't want to participate, he won't, regardless. Child support can't make him do it. I've seen guys go to prison and be like, I'm still not gonna pay it. Or they'll pay their piece and then get out and then don't pay it again, right? So you can't make him be a father through that. A father is going to be a father no matter if you're in child support or not. I just feel like it's a piece, like you said, that fractures the black structure, period.
So
it fractures him once he goes on with his life, period.
Yo, so how did we get here? Like in NCL case, and I don't want to make this about her, but it was through a divorce. But a lot of these other cases, like, we got the better baby mama, you got the no good baby father. You feel me? Like it's so many ways that it get to this point. You feel me? And I think it just gotta be, we gotta figure out a way that we can make this shit work without using C words and bringing white people involved in it. Cause it's like, they're not here to help. You feel me? So they saying that child support was made to, was brought upon to build the family structure. This is their words. You feel me? How this is how they worded it. How they looked at it. They looked at it like if one parent leave, basically what CL just said, if one parent leave and they bearing the responsibilities of raising the child, you feel me? They want that child to still be able to have both them incomes. Like, it sounds good, but when you start peeling back the layers and you start looking at the numbers of what it's really doing in our community, it's like, yo, hold up, like, is this shit even worth it? You feel me?
I do.
So
I don't feel you though. Like I don't. Like, I don't feel you. My thing is, if as a man you give somebody your word that you're going to do something and you don't, you're the reason why the system is in your fucking business. Now, I understand you giving your words and you just can't, or it's just not working out. But some niggas that give their words and just don't. So that's why you have to get other people involved. Now, me, even on my personal show, I don't bash men anywhere I go, period. My thing is, okay, you couldn't make it this time. He still needs that. So whether you can pay this month or next month and months after that, he still needs what belongs to him, because when you pay for karate, when you pay for soccer and baseball, all that shit counts. So why is it fair that he has to go without because you're not out here on your grind getting it? Again, I have one child, one. So, and my ex-husband, he has one child. So what's the reason why you can't do what you need to do? And be mindful that my child support is only $100 a week. So why are we fighting?
Look. In 2014, let me say this before we go on. In 2014, 16.3 million children was getting child. Well, their parents was getting child support for the children. 16.3 million kids. That's nearly 1 in 4 kids. Like, yo, the numbers is crazy. You feel me? And then it's like, and when I was looking this shit up, right? They don't even have like accurate data. Like the data is all backdated from like 5 years ago. So it's like the census is not even steady being on top of what's really going on with the system. Why is that? Like, it's like they just put this shit in place to sort of govern the relationship between a man and a woman. You feel me? And black men, we facing the brunt of it. You feel me? Don't get me wrong. Child support affects everyone. But since we still want to come up, it's sort of keep us, it's not sort of, but it's keeping us down.
But the only way to change any of that is start with y'all. Y'all is the one that lay down and have the child. Y'all is the one that you knew what it came in with. So it start with a family dynamic. You start with a father structure. If you can't be a dad, you know what I'm saying? You lay down. You knew it come with when you was laying down with somebody. So it's like, how you saying that where it could start when it start with y'all?
My brother asked me to do this show. I told him one of y'all was gonna say. My brother asked me to do this show. I said, one of them gonna say that.
Wow.
Right? And here's the thing.
But again, hold on. Let's go back to statistics.
No, wait. What's the thing?
Wait a minute. I just want to bring a stat.
Okay.
Child support is less than 25% of their income. So why you can't pay it? But continue.
Here's the thing. Y'all are asking boys to do men things. Okay. Let a boy be a boy. You can't chase a boy. You're chasing a boy by trying to put somebody to make him do this. He ain't gonna do it. He don't see.
Hey, bro, I think your hand covering the mic.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's like it sounds good. Then it like get my.
All right, hold on. Can you hear me now?
Oh hell yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. All right, so it's asking a boy to do man things, right? And I understand he laid down and all of that, but you laid down with him too. So when you laid down with him and y'all decided to keep this baby, as a mother, no matter what a man do, as a mother, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not saying nobody on here not, feel me? I'm just saying as a mother, you gotta do what you gotta do. You can't make him do nothing. Later on down in life, it's gonna be a man that you're gonna meet again, that's gonna love you for you, and that's gonna be there for your child unconditionally. You feel me? And that's not even his child. You feel me? But you gotta get there. You gotta find that. No, it's not gonna happen overnight. No, none of that. But don't chase a boy. You feel me? Don't chase a boy. You're gonna be chasing forever. No, you're gonna be chasing forever. Let him go. If y'all gone, let him go. Y'all done, let it be done. There's no need to try to put enforcements on them to make it to where though, because what it seems like to me is if my life gonna be hard, then your life gonna be hard too.
That's what it seemed like to me. Like, if I gotta sit here and do this and do that, then you gotta suffer too. I don't care, whatever. But that's not,
So
don't even have that.
yeah.
I wouldn't even give off that energy. You feel what I'm saying? I got 3 kids now, 3 daughters.
That's stupid as hell.
What's
So
stupid?
and I'm not trying to disrespect you.
Go do your thing.
No. You good? You not
Conversation.
disrespecting me.
And it is a conversation, but a boy becomes a man when he becomes a father. You know,
I don't know about that.
No, yeah, I don't know.
Go ahead, go ahead, do your thing.
Go ahead. Say what you gotta say, but
let me speak my piece, because guess what? I was a girl, then I had a baby, now I'm a woman. So you're saying that it's okay for him not to be held accountable because he doesn't want to be. At some point, you have to be held accountable, period. You know what I'm saying?
If he gonna be
8-8.
a nothing ass nigga, let him be a nothing ass nigga. Right?
Right, but if I'm a nothing ass mom, guess what? Other moms is gonna drag me, other niggas is gonna drag me. You said that a woman got to be a woman regardless. She has to be a woman if she pushed that baby out. But why don't you have to be a man because you're a man if you help me make this baby? That don't make no sense.
In the end, right? And it could go deep, right? It could go super deep. I could go deep because
fathers out there.
Okay, all right, I'm put it to you this way. When little girls are born, they're trained to be mothers. You get a baby doll as soon as you turn 2, 1. You trained to be a mother. A little boy is trained to just be a little boy.
No, he's
a little girl. I got 4 daughters right now.
Dad.
But nobody.
We don't learn, like it's not that simple with us.
But y'all know it's not okay, right? You do understand that's not okay.
Yeah, so that's the part that I'm trying to understand. If you know that, like, mentally that's not okay.
I don't give a fuck who raised you. It doesn't make it okay for you not to be prepared to hold yourself accountable when you bring somebody else here. I don't give a fuck who didn't teach you. It's someone that's mom was a crackhead that had no nurturing experience, but she has the same expectation to be a mother who never got a baby doll. But you, boy, go ahead. Y'all got it.
So listen, what about, let me bring this into the scenario. What about these situations where the guy and the female had a child, right? But the guy tells the female, look, I don't want to have no kids.
Okay, see, then she choosing. That's her, she's
choosing.
Yeah, she chose.
Okay,
that.
so when she chooses that, is she wrong for taking this man downtown after that?
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
Wait a minute. So you're not choosing to have a baby whether the man is there or not. You're still choosing it regardless whether the man is there or not.
But
that doesn't.
I mean,
because hear me out. We can't stop y'all if y'all decide to go get an abortion. And if I want to keep the baby and you don't, I can't stop that. It's your body. You're going to do what you want to do with your body. I can't control it.
Yeah.
So it's double-sided.
Yeah, it's like we losing on all aspects. You feel me?
But
because even if the man decide not to have it, even if the man don't want to have a child and the female still had a child, she still taking that child support. You feel me? Like it's like it gotta be some type of middle ground. Like
you should have nutted on the bitch stomach. I don't feel bad for you. Like I don't. You should have.
Wow. See how I go?
No, you should have. I don't feel bad for you.
See how I go?
Damn.
He can't make her take the plan B either. He can't make her take that. She gotta be willing to take it.
You can't. You could have made a better dick investment and fucked better bitches. You could have used a condom if you didn't want to
use a condom if you know you didn't want the kid.
All right, so I'm gonna dig a little deeper and get a little bit more personal. Fuck.
You got at least 8 feet because you ain't doing shit right now. But continue.
Okay. I got 3 daughters, right? 1 on the way, right? One of my daughters is outside of my household, right? I'm engaged to be married right now. One of my daughters is outside my household, right? But at one point in time, I was with her mother for a very long time, right? Her mother got up, left me. I didn't break up with her. She broke up with me. She left me. I was distraught, depressed, fucked up, right? I now have to take her to court because she playing with my child when I was raising my child without her.
Yes.
When she left, I was left with my child. Right? I sent her home for a weekend. She got mad I got engaged, and now she won't give her back. So now I got to take her to court to get her back. Right? But in the beginning, I loved this girl, but I didn't want to have a baby, and she made me have a baby. But I was in the baby life the whole time. So why is she carrying it this way? Why do I gotta go through this court system shit? Why, you feel me? Like it's tricky.
Yeah,
it's tricky, bro. And you don't know what angle these females coming from. You feel what I'm saying? Now we not saying it's not cool females out here, but I would have never expected the turnout that turned out with me and her. You feel me? Like never. And I never left my child, but I still ended up downtown.
yeah. Like how does that work? How does that happen?
How?
Me personally, I don't believe in kids out of wedlock. I didn't want no bastard kids, so I made sure that I was married. And guess what? It still didn't work out, and we still ended up down there. I felt like since we were married and we went our separate ways, we would be good because I had to pay over $20,000 just to get pregnant with my baby because I have infertility issues, and you still played me to the left. I feel like nobody wins in this situation, but at the end of the day, without child support, without social media, all we got is our word. So if your job is to be accountable and take care of your kid, shit, nobody have to get involved in our business if you doing your part. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never heard of a man that a bitch went downtown on and he was doing 100% of what the fuck he said or 100% of what he was doing. But that's just me. But continue.
So look,
it was one point in time where I was with the woman that I was on child support for a child by.
And tell them how that worked. You couldn't even get off
At all. We was together under the same roof.
But that's not your wife. But if she getting any type of assistance, sometimes it's not her doing it. It's the state that makes her do it.
I said that too, right? I said that
Right.
too. But then that's another double whammy that we talking about that keeps the black man down. Because now I gotta pay the state and I gotta pay her.
I was just ready to get into that. So in 2014, the child enforcement spent $5.7 billion for this program. They collected $28.2 billion, bro. So it's like, because you know the parent don't get all the money.
No,
they
that's why I was going to ask. They split the money, like they take.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's deeper. That's why they'll lock you up and then they'll hold you until your bail will be how much you owe for child support.
And you know what that does? Because that's something I was reading earlier. You know, because when you get put in them situations, you gotta pay that bail before you get out. So now families, that's your mother and your grandmother and your sisters and brothers, they gotta put up money to get you out. And what that does, that keeps the family structure down even more.
Yeah.
But if you was taking care of your business before, I know niggas that paid $20 for 4 motherfucking kids. I still don't feel bad for you.
I don't think
the thing is this.
Bad.
In my opinion, man, let a dog roam. Let a dog be a dog. It's gonna hurt him and more. It's
out because you want to roam. But the year I got married, my ex-husband made $62,000, and I still agreed to only $5,200 a year. If you do the math, that's $100 a week. So why is he on child support?
But what I'm saying is, why are we entitled for that? Y'all not married no more.
Because
he
still gotta live.
No, but no. Obviously, he don't. You got a kid. And I'm not trying to be smart or rude, but obviously he don't. You feel me? You got a kid. You feel me? He left. He said, "Fuck this, I'm gone."
He didn't leave. We agreed that we was having a divorce.
I'm not just speaking. You feel me? Solely on you. I'm sorry. I don't want to. You feel me? I'm saying in general, that nigga gone. You feel me?
Because you decided to leave, the kids still ain't got to live life together.
He don't
care. What the fuck does that even mean?
Why do you want somebody in your child life that don't care about?
You know what? And I'm gonna be real transparent with you because for me, I don't down talk him. I just say he don't take his financial part. Before he even got on child support, he was getting my baby every weekend. We were
Your baby.
doing.
Hold up. Your baby. Cause that's another thing. See, keep going.
I just said it's her child, didn't I?
Yeah.
I said that's your
I said
child.
what he said, but I had to get accolades. He
Yeah.
was picking him up from school when he wanted to. We were going on family outings. We were doing everything that we needed to do for our child, but for whatever reason, he was okay for doing everything as his father. But for whatever reason, that $100 for me to have it just broke his little heart, and he don't want to pay it. So my question to y'all is, why do y'all feel like providing financial isn't necessary? He still got to have lights. He still got to have food. He still got to have clothes. He still got to have activities. So why are you defending providing from your child? Like, I don't understand it.
Go do your thing.
If the roles are reversed, if your baby lives with his father for the year and you getting him on the weekend, are you going to pay his father the same money you want his father to pay you?
That's how it should be, though.
His child support is more than his child support. When you get a divorce, I don't know if you ever been married before, but his child support, because I made more money, his child support was $400 a month. My child support is almost $1,000 a month, and I would pay it because he deserves that. But I want my son to have all those things. I don't want him to miss out.
Right. So that goes into you care, right? You don't care. You feel me?
So
you don't
look,
care.
Yeah.
And in the end, right?
So listen.
Just because you don't care don't mean your ass gotta pay, Messiah. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
But you can't make somebody do something that don't care.
Listen, right? These are the methods of enforcement when a person don't pay their child support. Taking 65% of their wages, intercepting their tax returns, placing liens on parents' assets, suspending licenses, and any other license, no CDLs, no HVAC license. Like, yo, this shit.
Why do we care? Some of these niggas is paying $50, $20.
But what if he can't afford it? He probably can't. If a person is paying that much money, that lets you know they can't afford it.
They not getting no damn sick. I don't know no bitch that's getting 65% of nobody's wages.
Shit.
Man.
But you know up to 65%.
I done seen it.
Look, before I did this topic, I talked to my brother, and he make good money. And he said him in times he got a $25 check. You feel me?
Take it all, bro.
So that baby can't eat because you want to eat?
No, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that whole.
How does the baby eat if I don't eat?
Yeah, right. That's true.
What?
But it's not when you have a child. Let's just step back a second. When you have a child, it's no longer about you. It's about that child. It's been many days that I didn't eat so I can make sure my child had daycare and food and everything he needs. It's not about you anymore. So if you're thinking about you come first before your child, you shouldn't even have that fucking child.
Nah. I can't. I gotta put the mask on my face before I can put the mask on my kid's face.
But if she died today, you would still have to do it for that child. That's
for sure. No matter what.
You would do
myself. I'm in all my kids' lives.
If she died today, you would do whatever you had to do to make sure that they had. But since
I'm gonna do that now.
Yeah, we take care. We take care of our kids.
I'm gonna do that now.
This ain't even my show. Go ahead and talk, Sean.
Yeah, look. We take care of our kids. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that now. What I'm saying is, I still gotta make sure that I'm the best me to be the best for them. I can't deprive myself. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if it come down to it, right? If it's like I got $5 and I gotta feed, of course I'm gonna feed them, right? But in the end, I still gotta make sure that my mind is good to be able to be the best I can be for them. You feel me? So I can't short myself.
Provide financially, you're fucking with her mind because now she's stressed. You know how many people children are abused by their mom because their mental health is fucked up because they don't have that support and they don't have help. It's deeper than money, in my opinion.
I understand that.
Want to focus on the financial, but if she don't have it mentally to give to them, And if all it takes of you to take a little bit off her back, you're not willing to do that. That's fucked up.
It is. No, I'm not justifying it. You feel me? Both sides are fucked up. I'm not justifying that. I don't know about you, but I'm not justifying it. Well, I'm pretty sure you're not justifying it.
Shamika, how you feel? How you feel about it?
I feel like, honestly, like she said,
you don't have kids, right?
You ain't gotta get shot to know that shit hurt.
So for you not having kids, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it's important to really vet the person that you dealing with?
That's
Because
what
let me say this before you go. Because there's signs that you can see ahead of time to let you know what this person is about. So is that something that you keep in mind, you know, doing like going into dating and shit like that?
For me, I look at how you are. Okay, so there's 4 seasons you look at somebody. Look at them how you are when they broke, when they happy, when they mad, and when they sad. And we don't do that. We just we have like in this mentality, we happen to it so quick that you don't know the person. And maybe you do, you know, feel like you know the person, but you really have to vet who you having kids with. And I honestly, when I was with somebody, people was like, oh, I'm surprised you don't have a kid by now. We've been together for like 3 years. You don't have a kid. I'm like, because what I seen in those phases wasn't what I was looking for. So I'm not going to subject myself to that, knowing that when it comes down to it, I'm going to be stuck with a kid by myself. You ain't going to come, you know? So honestly, I feel like it starts from before you even have the kid. So y'all have to make sure that when it boils down to it and shit get down to it, you have to be able to trust that person and know you going to come through when I need you to come through. If I can't trust you like that, then I can't have a kid with you.
That's deep. That's a fact. And I think
that's a good investment.
Yeah, I think a lot of people need to hear that. You feel me? Because decision making plays a role, and accountability also play a role. Like and they go for men and females. Like you can see when a person ain't shit. So it shouldn't even get to this child support case, because you should have never even, both of y'all should never even put yourself in that situation. But I have a problem when because a lot of, and this is a misconception. I'm gonna say a little situation I had. So when my first child was born, we wanted to get assistance, like medical assistance for my child, right? And I was always under the interpretation that in order for my child to receive assistance, then I would have to get put on child support. So I get a letter come to the house and say my name versus my girl name. I'm like, hold up, what the fuck is this? What's she taking me to child support? But look, nobody never came. I mean, we never went to the court date, and my child was still getting medical assistance. So I think that's a misconception that I think they told women that, oh, in order for you to do this, you gotta take them down child support. But I don't even know if that's necessarily true.
No, you can deny it. You can deny it. I was telling you again when I finally.
A lot of people open to like that. A lot of people don't have the knowledge of that. Like my mom, in that instance, when she needed assistance for the kids, they do that, and I'm pretty sure she didn't know that you could deny it and still get assistance. She's looking at it as, I need this assistance now for my kids, so I gonna go through whatever I have to go through for my kids. That's that mama cub. Like I gonna protect mine. And you know, maybe she did have the information that you just say. You know, maybe she was exposed to that information. She'd have probably like, okay, I ain't gonna go through it. I don't just get assistance either way. So it's all about what we exposed to, what information we have available to us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're 100% correct.
Distance and say they don't know who their dad is just to protect the dad. And I feel like so many times we dog the women that go on child support, but we don't never try to protect or shout out the women who don't. It sucks that they still have to struggle by themselves, but is that really fair that you have to do it by yourself, knowing that you didn't make that baby by yourself? Is my whole point.
No, go ahead.
Not to be rude, but life not fair.
Right, but that don't mean life means you don't gotta take care of your baby.
You're right. I don't even hang. You can't hang with me if you don't take care of your kids. Yeah. So I understand exactly what you're saying. Like I don't hang with nobody that don't take care of their kids. If you're not gonna take care of your kids, I can only imagine what you'll do to me.
It's a lot of people that do that. A lot of people hang with you, comfortable watching their friends not taking care of their kids and don't say shit about it.
It's true.
Your cousin, your uncle, we keeping that going. Like, I mean, like, you know, as a dude sense, y'all keeping that going. You comfortable seeing that happen and you ain't saying nothing? Come on now.
Yeah, that's a problem.
What about the argument, man? No, man, my girl, she on some bullshit, yo. She just want me back. What about that argument? Cause you know a lot of niggas will say that, like, man.
Nah, fuck that
Yeah,
argument. What about the bitter baby daddies? Cause it be some niggas that if you ain't fucking them every Friday when he give you that money, he be hating on your ass too. Like these niggas be bitter too. These bitches ain't the only one that's bitter. No disrespect, but they be bitter too.
Oh, you right.
I wasn't gonna give. I was asking Messiah about that because we don't give that pass. Like we ain't trying to hear that. You feel me? Like we team take care of your kids over this motherfucker. Like
100%.
By
Ask
any
me
means
a question
necessary.
again, though. I'm sorry.
I was saying that you know the niggas that say yo she on some bullshit, yo she ain't trying to let me see my child, and they just accept it.
Yeah, no, that's we not dealing with that. We don't tolerate that. You know, take it to court. You know, it only costs. I live in the state of Maryland. In the state of Maryland, it costs $120 or $120 to take her if you're gonna serve her yourself, and $160 if you want the sheriff to serve. I paid the $160. Go get her for me. You hear me? Like I take them to court.
Right.
Take them to court. It don't make you no less of a man. They gonna take you to court if they get the chance. Feel what I'm saying? And it really, in the end, with that court system back and forth with the women, it's all about who go first. Feel what I'm saying? Honestly speaking. So take her to court, man, and get your kid. Get your goddamn kid.
Why do you think dudes is not willing to go that route? And I think women know that and they kind of take advantage of that.
So a lot of dudes feel like it's a form of snitching, or feel like it's a form of working with the police or working with the man or some of them just traumatized with court, period, from being locked up or whatever the case may be. You feel what I'm saying? And some of them just don't want to have to answer to the system or have the system in their business or whatever the case may be. And some of them aren't knowledgeable. Some of them feel like they're going to lose. Some of them don't know what to do, how to do, and don't have the guidance to do. So they just give up and be like, fuck it. You feel what I'm saying? I had my oldest daughter when I was 18 and I ain't had a know-how. You feel me? Like I had to really start seeking shit. So by the time I got to where I'm at now, it's like I know what to do. But in the beginning, I ain't know what to do. So, but you gotta want the information. And that's why I was saying earlier that niggas be boys, niggas not men. So you can't expect a boy to do. Man, didn't K Michelle? Y'all listen to K Michelle? Can't raise a man.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
That's a true song. Like
just because you don't know don't mean it's not your job and your responsibility to go find out.
Right. Yeah, cause that's you're right, cause that's what I had to do. You feel me? But that was me taking up and stepping up and being a man. You feel what I'm saying? And trying to learn my responsibilities and learn my rights so I know how I can be with my kids. Feel what I'm saying? Some people just not. Some boys are just going to remain boys. Age don't make you a man. And I watched I think the saying I heard Tyler Perry say a saying. He was like, I watched a mother Doug had puppies that don't make it a mother. I look at it the same way with fathers. Like, just because that nigga laid down and did it don't mean he responsible enough to, feel me? As a woman, and I'm saying this for all women, I got daughters myself. Like, you just gotta be careful with who you give yourself to, because niggas will tell you anything in the world, and niggas will do anything in the world as long as it's good and it's beneficial for them. And then when it becomes non-beneficial for them, they gonna be out of there, and then you stuck with all this shit that you thought was gonna be forever. And you feel me? So,
but I will say this to you, and any man, women gotta stop believing everything too, because they have to be held accountable for the bad bullshit pussy investments that they make because of somebody telling them shit. If he's not showing you nothing, then that's your fault. Like you said, that's your kid. Yeah, that's your fault. You have to be accountable. But I feel like so many times in these conversations, we don't hold men accountable. But back to these women, for me, I was married about 5 or 6 years before I had my son. And I prayed to God, and I decided to have my son because I debated abortion. Although I had fertility issues, I made the decision to have my kid based on my finances and what I wanted to do. It was my choice. It's fucked up when you're married with somebody, but again, like you said, they ain't shit just because they had a baby. They already been ain't shit. So I feel like for anybody listening to this conversation, hold yourself accountable for what the fuck you see and not the potential that you see.
Exactly.
Take what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? If it was just fucking, bitch, when you get up and you pregnant, it was just fucking, be responsible enough to take the plan B or get the abortion. If you don't truly want to have that baby or don't have the means to provide. And that's just me.
But some girls think pregnancy is cute.
That shit ain't cute.
In Baltimore, where I'm at, some girls think pregnancy
Okay,
is
what do
cute.
you mean by cute? Like, what you
Like they just want the attention. They want the glow. They want all their friends to, oh my girl, when you come, don't nobody let you do nothing. Oh girl, sit down, you're pregnant. I get it for you. You ain't got. They just want the attention of a pregnant woman.
Yeah.
And then when they had a baby, you know, they out. They want to pass it to the next person and keep it going. Or they just thought that it was going to be easier than what it is. You know, my oldest daughter is 12, man, and when we talk, you know, I just throw little gems. You feel what I'm saying? And right now, I'm just like, you know, hey, you get a little boyfriend. Don't think he, you know, he might stay or he might not. You feel me? If he stayed, then that's what's up. But you know, if he peel, you gotta be prepared for whatever. If he peel, you know. Right. So I'm teaching her finances on her own and so forth and so. You know, if you need a man, because we are a pair and women and men are supposed to be together. You feel me? But if he decide to leave, you're gonna be good until God bless you with another. You feel what I'm saying?
Let me run some numbers down, man. Let me run some numbers real quick. In 2013, 83% of custodial parents were mothers. 48% was white, 25% were black, 23% was Hispanic, 16% were married, 33% were divorced. 38% were never married, and 50% were for full-time jobs. But then you got stats like this that say 49% of the God damn you, I got this fucking picture there. Let me make sure I get my shit right.
Take your time.
No, I gotta give people the facts, man.
Well, while you pull the numbers, I'm gonna say this. I got your back. The long-term effect of the money is the money. That's some material shit. I just lost my dad in December. And I didn't meet my biological father until I was 17 years old. And this goes back to what Messiah said, because I don't want Messiah to feel like I'm attacking him, because it's really parenting. Let's call it parenting. Fuck child support. Parenting is deeper than finance. Mm-hmm. You know, and I met my dad when I was 17. He ended up getting sick these last few years. I took care of my dad for the last 7 years. He was in a nursing home. He got sick. He died of cancer. And I never thought I would feel the way I feel. You know, it's Father's Day. So all month I just been dreading Father's Day because I didn't need his money. I needed my dad's, his nurturing, how he nurtured. Because my mom, in my humble opinion, not bashing her, I felt like she was a bitter person because of how she treated us. It's like y'all focus so much on the child support, but y'all don't focus on the fact that when you're struggling or when you're frustrated, how people and women are really taking this shit out on children. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear every day when I'm out, just at, the grocery store, and the kids want Skittles. Like Cat Williams wasn't lying about bitches beating their kids because they want Skittles or just something from the store. It's not that they don't want to buy it. They just can't afford to buy it. They just can't do it. And I understand the frustration of that as an adult. But when my dad died, I had to go to counseling because I didn't know him growing up. So why I took it so hard was because I got to know this person. I took care of this person for 7 years. And I felt robbed by my mother because I missed out on so much because they couldn't work that relationship out. You know what I'm saying? So the long-term effect of that is really fucked up. Like nobody helped me. And my mom felt betrayed that I took care of my dad because she felt like she took care of me. But in that moment, it wasn't about her. You know what I'm saying? And that's what so many women don't understand. It's not about you. And when I tell people I took care of my dad, it was a spiritual thing because some days I would wake up like, why am I here? Because my dad was mean as fuck. I tell anybody that. But I love my dad and I appreciate the person that he was, but it made me curious to learn about the person he was, but I couldn't know because at the end he had dementia and he had cancer.
Wow.
So you say it's about the money, the money, the money. It's not, because in the end, your kids have a choice to take care of you in the end, or they don't take care of you. I got 2 other sisters by my dad. They didn't call, they didn't come to the funeral. And one of my sisters said, I didn't even know he was dead. But when I called them, because I called them on the phone and said, you know, my dad has stage 4 cancer, because I found out at the last minute. They never called, they never visited. And to be honest and transparent, I'm not mad, because if you feel like he didn't take care of you and you don't want them to be bothered, I can't be mad at you. That's your choice. But for the men that yell about child support, it's not about the financial. It's about when it all goes down, who's going to be there to take care of you? Who's going to be there to love you?
Right. You're right.
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
It's not, hold up, bro. It's not about the money, but this is what this system is predicated on. You feel me? And all right, so we got the pros and the cons of the child support, right?
Right.
So how do we fix it? You feel me? Because
we sit down and have an adult conversation for real.
Yeah, honestly, communication, like
it gotta be. We gotta find common ground to where it's all, because people gonna watch this and people might take some information from it. You feel me? It gotta be a way to right this wrong, because people can have their own opinion of it, but it's devastating the black man. You feel me? More than it's targeting men in general, but it's devastating the black man.
It's only devastating to the black man that got multiple kids though. But if you only got one, keep your word and do your part is my advice to the men. And my advice to the women is be an adult, have a conversation, and come to a solution. And as a real bitch, stick to the solution that y'all come up with. Don't be bitter or petty just because you can take him on child support. But a lot of times people go on child support because they couldn't come to that common ground. But once y'all get there, take them off child support and handle your own business. That's my advice and my solution.
I can't speak from like how you would put somebody on child support, because like I said, I don't have kids. But for me, it's more of know who you getting with. Know, you know what I'm saying? Know how they are. Talk about kids before you have kids, and just know what you're doing before. Because once that kid come, you can't change nothing. And it's like, it gonna get messy because both sides feel what it feels. So regardless of what it come to, it gonna get messy if both sides don't want the same thing. So that's really my advice. Just know the person before you have a baby with a person.
But you know, you always fuck the representative sometime before you really know the person.
What the fuck? Yeah.
But you know, all babies aren't made the same. We all don't have the luxury of having a relationship or marriage. Sometimes he could just be laying his game down flat at the club and you end up pregnant.
No, hell no.
But no, I ain't even saying you have to be in a relationship or nothing.
That's how we get here. We trying to eradicate that.
Right, because you didn't know that person. That's what I'm saying. Like, babies come here in all different ships. I'm just saying, try to know them, but understand my point was sometimes they can see you their representative. You could be dating a guy for a year and he could be the perfect guy, but he have a kid. He ain't even that same nigga that you was fucking for 6 months.
Yeah. That's the bait and switch. Females do it all the time.
Man, fuck you. I don't ever want to say that about these niggas, but it's always the bitches.
No, hell no. I said that's the bait and switch. Hey, Messiah, what you got to say, baby?
Nah, niggas bait and switch when they pull out that big old long dick. But continue.
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with, you know. Hey, man.
How we fix this shit, y'all? Because I think it's broken. I don't know how they don't seem like this. I think the system is broken and need fixed.
My solution is, man, I said it, let a person be who they are, you know. In the end, it's like you said, right? You wind up taking care of your father, doing all, you know, but you had some siblings who was like, dead, I ain't coming. Feel what I'm saying? I don't care he ain't do nothing for me, I ain't doing, and that I'm pretty sure that hurt him. It probably hurt him that you took care of him. You know what I mean? Because me and my father my father not sick or nothing, but you know, and my condolences to you. But I met him when I was 11, and then we didn't build a relationship until I was 20 after my daughter came, and I wanted him to be a grandfather. And he's a good grandfather, but he wasn't a father, you know. But he was robbed of some things too. My mother played games and so forth and so on. You know, my mother told my father I was some nigga named Paul, baby. You know, I still ain't met Paul.
Yeah.
I still don't know who Paul is. So, you know, but in the end, that's where I adapted that mind state of just let a person do what they do. Because I know dudes who on child support and they owe 30,000-40,000 to this day and they still ain't paying. And it's just like it's just gonna rack up until they die. And that's just that. You feel what I'm saying? And they don't care. They gonna sell drugs. You feel what I'm saying? So their money can't get taken. And that's just that. You feel me? So you can't make them do it. Feel me? If y'all can come up to a conclusion and talk, cool. That's great for the kid. You feel me? But if not, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's vice versa. If a female got up and left the deal tomorrow, a kid with their father. If my fiance got up right now and was like, I'm out of here, fuck y'all. Feel me? I'm gonna take care of my kid. I'm not gonna chase her and put her on child support. And I'm just gonna take care of my kids.
Yo, it's like this system was made in 1975, yo. You feel
It's time
me?
to revamp it.
It's 2022. It's time to come back to the table, just like sort of like they did with the war on drugs, and admit that they fucked up. You feel me? Because they fucked up, yo. This shit is devastating people, yo. I was reading a story where this dude, the police was trying to serve this dude a warrant for non-child support, $6,000 warrant, end up killing him. You feel me? Yeah, end up killing him because he ran. He already been locked up for it previously. And it's like, yo, you got people getting locked up for this shit. You got people scared to work. I done heard stories where motherfuckers that work a job and then soon as child support come down on them, they quit. Fuck it. Just because
So
they taking just
what
because
is
they,
your solution
hold on.
to that?
Just because they taking so much money from them. You feel me? So what you were saying? What's my solution to what?
What I want to know your solution. We gave our solution. So what is your solution for them to be held accountable? If it is your kid, you don't feel like nobody should make you pay. You don't feel like you should have to pay. What's your point?
How about, because listen, because you got certain, let me just say this, you got certain states where the judge don't even base the payment off the parent's income. Like they just base it off what they think is the adequate amount to be paid. So I think they need to get together and figure out a payment plan that goes into like an escrow. You feel me? That way, both parents paying into it.
I don't feel like no one should get child support if she don't work herself, but I'm gonna let you do that on another episode because I feel like both need to show that they're contributing to a child's lifestyle.
Yeah.
Can I rewind real quick? Hold on. So let me ask you this. What's the problem with just letting the child, if the child live with the mother, right? Or let's say y'all alternate every 6 months. Like, what's the problem with just letting the father do what he do and you do what you do? Right. Why does somebody have to be paying somebody money? Feel what I'm saying? Like, for instance, you know, my middle daughter, my daughter that's outside of this home, when she come here, like her mother don't send no clothes here, no money here, no. She got her own everything here, like she got her own everything there. She got her own room there. She got her own room here. You feel what I'm saying? She got her essentials for hygiene here. She got clothes, shoes. You feel what I'm saying? I don't ask her mother for nothing. So why is it okay for her mother to ask me for something when she's there? You know, if you don't have it, send it to me, and when you get it, I send her back. But why do I have to give you something? I'm not asking you for nothing. So why do I have to give you something?
I'm gonna answer your question,
please,
because and it's respectfully, just as an adult conversation. If it was just me, I could have a 1-bedroom apartment. I wouldn't have to have 2. So the difference between a 1-bedroom apartment and a 2-bedroom apartment in some states is $500 to $1,000. Mm-hmm. And if I have her or him 9 months out of the year and my income is only this big, she just needs assistance, or I just need assistance to make sure that she's okay. Because if you only have her 2-3 months out of the year, why you can't help?
So then why don't you send her to her father until you can afford?
But it's gonna be the same thing with you, because now you need an extra room, and you may
I'm not asking for no help.
We're not. It's not about asking. It's not about asking. You still need help. You, as an adult, can't live anywhere for free. So why should your child?
Absolutely. What I'm saying is, I'm gonna make my way. You feel me? I'm gonna make my way. I'm gonna do what I gotta do for me and my kid. I'm not asking you to help me when she's with me. Or he's with me. I'm not asking, right?
3 months out of 9. You should.
So that's what I'm saying. So alternate that time. Give her to me for the 9 months, and you get on your feet. You feel me? Me helping you is me taking her or him. You feel what I'm saying? Until you get on your feet, like I'm on mine. You feel me? I'm not asking. You don't have to worry about him or her right now. And yes, if you want to come get him, you want to spend time with him,
so
you want him to come over for the weekend,
so they can get their money together. Like, who does
that again?
I said, who gives somebody a 3-month lease or a 3-month mortgage?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying until you get on your feet, give me my child. I'm not giving you a time frame. When you get on your feet, let me know. All right, I got the apartment. I got this, whether it's a year, 6 months, a year and a half, however long it takes. And yes, you can come get the child whenever you want to come get the child. If you want him to stay the night with you in your 1-bedroom, whatever, fine. It's just like if a mother keeps a child and tell her father, you could come and get him whenever you want, you know, same thing, just vice versa. We switching time now. I'm not even talking about money no more. Like you said, it's not about the money. Now it's about the time.
But that's about 2 adults. Most people in this child support situation, you're not dealing with 2 adults. Right. Me, I have more money than my ex-husband, so I can take care of them. For me, the child support is about you having to provide something. I'm about to get married to someone else. So why is it his job to provide for me and my child and you do nothing?
Because he's about to marry you. That's why it's his job.
Right, but that's still not his kid. He don't have no kid.
No, it is his kid. He married.
That's his kid.
He married you. That's his kid.
He married.
Okay, but wait. But you made the kid, so you don't have to contribute because you think somebody else's job is to provide for me.
No. I'm gonna contribute on my end. When my child come to me,
but it's not about
what I gotta do.
Kids need stuff every single day.
They do, and while they with you, you gonna hold that down. And when they come with me, I'm gonna hold that down. I ain't got to ask you for nothing. You
get your kid every other weekend, so he don't need lights at my house. He don't need an extra bedroom at my house.
You say it again?
I said, so when he's with you every other weekend, he don't need lights at my house. He don't need that.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Switch the time. Let him be with him longer. If that's the case.
I would love to, but then you say, well, I can't afford it. Or I can't do this.
That's a nigga that don't want to do it. So you can't. That's what we getting back to. You can't. You feel me? You chasing a nigga that don't want to do something.
You really can't make a nigga do something now. You can't make nobody do something they don't want to do.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
But taking care of a child is not optional. They need
it is. No, it is optional.
It's not supposed to be.
That's what it's
supposed to be, but it is.
It is, but it's supposed
to be. It's optional. It's not optional.
Child support enforcement is not optional.
It is. It's still optional with them because I still don't gotta pay them. I just gotta suffer the consequences of not paying them.
Basically, that's what he's saying. Even though people are banning on child support, they're still not paying it. So it's like, what?
So take them off because they're not doing it?
No,
it's
but
not
benefiting. That's what I'm saying. It's like, what good is it because it's not benefiting you? It's only hurting him.
That's on him. That's not on me. Do your job.
It is on you though because it is on you.
Right.
It's all on you.
Right.
BG. All on you.
It should be called child support reimbursement. Because in the event that you get something back, that was the reimbursement because you've been doing it all by yourself all the whole time. But I love how men make excuses for other men for not stepping up and tell the other men how to step the fuck up. But I'm gonna let y'all have it.
Yeah, that's true.
If you go on my page right now, I do something called bars of the day, and I think my bars of the day the other day was exactly that. Let's stop making excuses and let's be fathers. Feel what I'm saying? That's I'm gonna sum it up to that.
All you making excuses for is for them not doing it because they don't want to. Nobody gives a fuck what you want to do. I don't want to pay rent or a mortgage every month, but I still have to if I want to have a place to stay.
No, let me say this. Nigga not making excuses. Nigga just saying child support isn't the answer.
No.
So what's the answer? Neither one of y'all have given the answer. What the fuck is?
You just don't like my answer. I gave an answer.
Give your answer one more time. So
let that nigga be. Leave him alone. Let that nigga be the loser that he is, and he's gonna suffer in the end. When your child walk up to him and be like, nigga, fuck you, you's a bitch. I ain't got no rap. My mother did everything for me. If you want to fight, I hit you in your mouth or something.
That's a fact.
Okay, that's one aspect. Or you can keep them on the papers, and whatever happens to him, happens to him.
Nah.
So you gonna keep them on the papers, right? And then the child is still gonna be trying to be on some bullshit with him. So it's a double whammy.
But if you're not paying, what difference does it make? At least the child can sue you when they get 18 for what the fuck was there, so they can go to college.
But they ain't gonna get no money. They're not gonna get no money because as soon as they get a large lump sum of money that come in, it's gonna go to the child support thing, and that's the state gonna eat that up. So your child gonna be suing somebody that ain't got nothing anyway.
The answer is, if a nigga ain't shit, let him not be shit.
No, if a nigga ain't shit, let that nigga be where he at.
The answer.
That's the answer.
The answer
now,
is.
Now your answer is. If that nigga ain't shit, let that nigga not be shit. Don't try to hold him accountable.
This is the answer. The answer is you can see that shit ahead of time.
You can.
You feel me? You can see that shit ahead of time, and you gotta avoid it, man. You can't just have babies with everybody, man. You feel
but
me?
But niggas have shit with bitches that ain't shit too. But y'all want to talk about just niggas. But continue.
Listen. Hold on. Let me say this.
Babies with bitches that ain't shit. You got that right.
That's true. But child support is killing the black man. It's not killing the black woman like it is.
Hold on, I was getting ready to say
niggas not going to court. Yeah,
it's not chasing. I know some women are on child support, but like you said, the numbers are less. So that means that the same nigga that got bullshit ass baby mother that's taking kids' kid, because I know a few that's taking kids' kid, he ain't take her down child support. He ain't chasing her. He not worrying about her. He letting her be a bum that she is. Go ahead about your business. I don't need you. You feel me? My kid's still good.
Okay, so you having 4 daughters. If their dude isn't shit and he's not doing anything, you would say, your advice to her is don't bother with putting him on child support. Just do what you need to do. Even if you're struggling, do what you need to do to provide.
What you need to do is take him downtown, get sole custody, let them know you don't want nothing to do with him, and he can't have nothing to do with your kid. Isolate him out. Leave him alone. You feel me? And I'm not gonna let my daughter struggle.
Why are you still willing to give him the easy way out? She didn't make that.
Fuck, because it's either that or I'm a hurt the little nigga.
Listen, child support is only effective if the person has money.
It's not going to work.
It's no need of taking a broke dude down to child support, because all you're gonna do is just keep him broker, which means your child is still not going to get the necessary.
So don't put him on child support so he could be less broker than he would be if he had to accountable for.
Because he's gonna be broke either way, and your child still not gonna get what you.
Hold on. Not only is he gonna be broke either way, but it's gonna make it harder for him to stop being broke.
Who gives a fuck about him if he don't give a fuck about his kids?
But he might want to.
Don't give a fuck about people that don't give a fuck about their kids.
I don't give a fuck about them. That's why I let them be where they at. But I'm not into ruining their lives either. I ain't into ruining nobody life.
That shit ruining lives.
I'm not into ruining nobody life. That's why if I got my kids,
ruining somebody's life to make them responsible for some shit they brought here.
Because you can't make nobody responsible for nothing that don't want to be responsible.
I get it.
I feel like that's a cop out though.
Huh?
That's a cop out.
It is a cop out. Niggas always get cop out, but women always got to get held accountable.
Yeah.
For the bitches that
Oh,
don't take care of their kids, no. For the bitches that don't take care of their kids and bitches that walked away from their kids, I know a lot of them. And guess what? Men and women are like, drag that bitch because she don't take care of her kids. But nobody drags men for not taking care of kids.
Man, we don't be with that
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. But these two right here, dude.
Yeah, we ain't with that shit.
Check my social media.
I'm gonna invite y'all on Pussy Talks. I don't even like talking about politics or shit like this, but I'm gonna bring y'all to a full panel of 10 motherfuckers so we can actually have it out. And it's not just one-on-one, because for me on this, I need different perspectives, because it's not fair to hold accountable somebody accountable that doesn't want to be accountable. Like you said, life isn't fair. Just because you don't want to do something doesn't mean you should have to do it, because that's some shit you signed up for. But
who are we to make a person do anything? That's what we saying.
Right. So why nobody do nothing? Here too and just say fuck them like you said fuck them.
Huh?
I said, but why can't I just walk away and say
what
fuck
about what about the guys that do
the difference? I feel like more what he's saying, the difference between what you and him saying is you care and he don't. So
what about the guys
that
do care and they just don't have the means to get the money?
Ignorance is not bliss. Being ignorant is not an excuse to not take care of your kids.
Child support is keeping them down.
Child support only takes 15 to 25% of your income.
It would take your license. It would send you to jail.
No, to rent an apartment, they want you to make 3 times the fucking rent. So if you can find a place to stay, you can find $20 to take care of your kid. I'm not buying that shit. I'm not.
Hey man.
But don't worry, post the content. Let them motherfucking argue in it. Because
look, I'm ready. I'm gonna end it like that, man. Running out of space on the motherfucking zone. It don't look like we're gonna come to a conclusion on this episode. You feel me? Episode 22. I think the shit's bad for our community.
Yeah.
She say fuck that shit, make them pay. You feel me? Messiah, how you feel, man? Last final thoughts.
I think it's bad. I think it's.
If he can't pay, make that nigga get his kids every motherfucking weekend and get that mom a break, and maybe her mental health will be a little bit better.
Good luck with that.
You don't want them to pay or babysit. Messiah.
If you can't make that nigga pay, he damn sure ain't watching him.
I ain't fucking Sean. I ain't fucking with this nigga Messiah. He don't want them to babysit or pay.
He don't want them to do it. Like, it's just.
I want him to babysit. I'm saying if he ain't going,
he's men account.
All right, look, man. Episode 22 of the books, man. Keep it G podcast somehow, man.
Your hoe calling my phone, she like, C-Rock, where you been? Why? I've been chasing paper, bitch, that's all you need to hear. Yeah. I'm riding dirty with this work, I'm checking in my rear view. You ain't talking money, nigga, I can't even hear you.